Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
How cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. It comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Kane. Got a man. Running with power. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. Nifty little dance step. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Getting some heat. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Grab behind the line. It's Alexander.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
To the air, it's King. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Flushed out of the pocket. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Haynes. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Pirouettes through. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
That's 3 already, I think, for him in the 1st half. So a great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Back to pass, it's King. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Coming out with it, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
35, Georgia Tech, 0.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On the move, it's Evans. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Dogs picked up their hearts and stuffed them right back into their chest and pulled out a close one last time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Georgia fans breathing a sigh of relief. A lot of success against the Yellow Jackets in this rivalry. They did not want to lose that one. Interesting to see now how the Yellow Jackets come out today.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, we know this.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now on third down for this offense. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll give it to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll pull it on the read. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Running it back, it's Evans. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's King. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit.
This is such a hard area to have success as an offense. I mean, you're backed up near your own end zone. What you really want is just any kind of space. Like, can I get some breathing room? But again, I know this is a defense too. I know you're trying to get out of there, so I'm playing the run really, really hard. I'm sticking to the wide receivers out wide. Nice job, but hey, you didn't give up a safety.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further. And down he goes back at the 3.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's King. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Evans. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Excellent field position here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have...
Touchdown Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's something like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Offense set on first down.
42 Spider. Flip it, reload.
On the move, it's Haynes. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
To the air, it's King. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this.
Oh, the hops! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Etienne. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in
Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kane. They're bringing heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the Yellow Jackets will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's King. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Jackrabbit. Ringo.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Looking for a block. It's Evans. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Twist his way through. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner is stopped. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
It'll be a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Etienne. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right together.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. And goes upstairs. The point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance you've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
The return
I know he
is
thinks he
brought
can
down.
house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they...
He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been